Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the online teaching professional development that Maggie Dickinson and I, Christina Baines, have prepared for you. I'm Christina. I'm going to be your guide and your instructor through this course. Thank you all for taking the time to be here, taking the time to learn more about best practices for our students and teaching in this space. I know that all of you have very, very different and varying levels of interest and experience teaching in the online space, but you've been hearing it a lot, and it's really true that we are all in this together. And so we put together this course to kind of talk you through some best practices in order for us to really think about how best to serve our students and really how to retain the best parts of what makes our college so special. Right, so you'll be hearing through this course. You may hear some things that you heard in other courses if you've learned how to teach online in other spaces, and know some best practices already. But you're also going to hear about a lot of ways in which we can really think about our courses as still being Gutman courses, as courses that serve our students in that sort of nourishing and enriching way, that and promote that kind of deep learning and understanding that we all are very committed to as teachers in this space. So what I'd like to do is just tell you a little bit about how the course is going to go. So on Monday mornings, like this one, we will release an announcement and a course module. There are 4 course modules. Number 1 you'll see is released already, so you can start to take a look through it. The announcement sort of walk you through the module and what exactly is expected of you in the module. So I think that I'm going to just do that for the first course module. Something that you don't see in the announcement is, and you'll notice as you click through the module that we ask you to go back to your home page out of this course and look at Chris Roth's Blackboard Basics course, in which you guys are also enrolled. You may have noticed, and you may have already taken that course, you may have already taken another Blackboard Basics course, you may be very familiar with Blackboard, but if you're not, we want you to be familiar with this platform. So we want you to kind of exit and come back in, and when you know the basics of the platform. Part of the reason for that is we're hosting this course on this platform, but also that we're going to ask you to use Blackboard as your course hub for your Spring 2 courses. And the reason that we're going to do that is so that students can have some consistency across their platforms. That was the number one student stressor, beyond health stressors, of course, is that there was so many, their course information was found in so many places. That doesn't mean you can't use ePortfolio. It doesn't mean you can't use all these other great tools in the electronic space that you've used. You can, but we're asking you that you sort of house your course in Blackboard. Blackboard is your hub. We'll explain what that means over the next couple of weeks, but you need to be familiar with it in order to do that. So thank you for that. So you may leave right after this. If not, you can just click through into the content modules and you can take a look at module 1. How modules work is you see the table of contents on the left and there's a little arrow in the upper right corner, and you can kind of click through and see the different progression of assignments and discussions and materials to review and read and view. So kind of get used to that. Click through, see what you've got going on. We have a week for this module. We have set a due date of Wednesday for your first discussion, which is a video introduction, where you're going to make a short video introducing yourself. And then the other course assignments and discussions are due on Sunday. We are asking you to respond. We want this to be an active classroom. So the earlier you can post, the more chances your colleagues have to respond to your posts. So keep that in mind. In this module, in addition to posting that video introduction, we're also going to ask you to start thinking about conceptualizing your course for this space. So that means chunking your content into 6 sort of chunks, modules. All right, so that means that you're going to think about your course content, what you normally teach over the 6 week Spring 2 term or 12-week fall term, and think about how it could be divided into 6 in some way that feels right or logical or clear for your students. And we're going to take that first step in this module, and we'll start to kind of build those out in the next module that we start next week. Okay? The idea is behind that if you complete this course in 4 weeks and you complete all the assignments, that you'll have a very, very good start on having built out your Spring 2 course. So that's the plan, is for you to do that during this course. So I want you to know that I'm available to you. I have office hours. Those are on Thursdays from 2 to 3. They're held in the course room of Blackboard Collaborate. I'm available at other times as well. Just reach out to me via email, and we can set up a time to meet in the course room, or to speak on the phone, or with any questions that you may have. Okay. So I'm going to keep this a little bit, this is a little bit longer than I like it to be, but it is your first video, so I'm going to stop here. But please reach out with any other questions, and I will see you in the discussion. And again, I would like to thank you for taking a moment in this time that is very stressful and very difficult, and finding space to learn with us together to provide a cohesive and enriching experience for our students. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. See you soon.